Welcome to the High Pressure Podcast with me, George Ratermann.
And me, Marie Williams. Brought to you by Reliably Ratermann.
Bringing you industry news and trends.
Plus, insightful conversations with industry leaders.
Let's get to today's show. Well, we'd like to welcome everybody to another episode of the High Pressure Podcast here at Ratermann Manufacturing. And today I've got our co-host, Marie Ratermann, next to me, and then we also have Mary Carter Ratermann. So today, though, is a super duper special day. This is a broadcaster's moment that today we're going to be able to say that we are now officially the Chart distribution for North America for Microbulk tanks and cryogenic cylinders. And joining us here today is Gary Dagenhart from Chart and Jill Ivanko, CEO of Chart. Jill, welcome, and love to hear your first thoughts here of what this means to you, to Chart and Ratermann.
Thanks, George, and great to be here with you, Marie and Mary. I'm just so thrilled today. This has been a really long time coming from our perspective at Chart. To be able to partner with Ratermann is one of the greatest, I think, accomplishments that we have had in the Chart history. And we're so excited for having the ability to continue to build our distribution network with folks that are tried and true in the industrial gas industry, multiple different end markets. The Ratermann team is, I would say, experts in being able to get to the right end customers. And this gives us another avenue to deliver a high quality product and have a great expanded team through our partnership.
That's great. Well, I got to tell you, I really want to ask Marie, because I know Maria was really a large part of the negotiations with all the folks at Chart and all of Marie. Show me your thoughts.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, it's just like the pinch me moment. I wake up and I'm like, wait, is this real? This is happening. Growing up in the industry, getting to see you work at a gas distributor and now having Ratermann, all I hear is the reliability that Chart has been and is from their product line. And I know that Ratermann through and through the details is all about reliability when it comes to service. So it's kind of this perfect match of a partnership is how I think of it. And being able to provide that service with that type of product to the independent market so that they can be as competitive as possible and get out there and grow into new market shares is just a dream. I'm excited.
Fantastic. Hey, I would like to ask you, Gary, from your view, what does this mean to a gas distributorship? What does this mean to the independent gas distributor?
Well, this is actually the joining of really the two leading distributors for liquid products here in the U.S. Our quality and capabilities to produce a high level product, and your capabilities of marketing, managing, and customer support really have been a key feature and a key reason for making this happen in the first place. For the last few years, I've been trying to come up with a solution for how do we match your ability to provide equipment to customers. And I haven't been able to do that within a budget that Jill would ever approve. So this is
and that's for darn
an
sure
opportunity to reach that goal. So I think distributors will quickly see the advantages of this great relationship.
That's great. I think a lot of distributors listening to this announcement, there's been a lot that's gone on with Chart in the last, period of time with Baker Hughes and purchase and things like that. I just want to get your feedback, if I could, Jill, on from a distributor's perspective of how you see this now and the position the Chart's in, the position we're at together doing the distribution for microbulks and liquid cylinders.
I see this as a great position for our industry, for ourselves, both Ratermann and Chart together, and for all independent distributors in the market. The combination of Baker Hughes and Chart brings us access to even more opportunities with new customers, a variety of existing customers. But I think right now the distribution channel is stronger than ever and is really needed by the market. for the demand that we're seeing in a variety of different end markets.
So agree with you. One of the comments that we've heard in the marketplace is that people are saying, well, what will be the excitement level of Chart with Baker Hughes? Will that be such a small part of their company that maybe they won't get the full attention? I'd like to just straight out address that to you.
Yeah, I think it's the exact opposite of that. This has been a partnership with Baker Hughes and Chart that we've developed primarily on the energy side of the business over many, many years, working together, primarily with Chart supplying key equipment into applications that Baker Hughes provides. Baker Hughes has a strategy to continue to diversify their portfolio, not to stay so close to the oil field services side, but to further penetrate the industrial element of the business. And we are a key catalyst. Chart Industries is a key catalyst to be able to help them accomplish that goal. And therefore, they have an immense amount of attention, not only on Chart, but also on our channels, on our customer, our distribution channels, our ways to market, because for them, this is a slightly different way of hitting different markets than what they're used to in oil field services. So we become a critical factor and a catalyst to help them achieve their goals of the industrial diversification side. I've spoken directly to their CEO and chairman of the board, who is extremely keen to grow the industrial gas segment of the business. He has a hyper focus on that. And as a matter of fact, one of the connections that we will be making with not only Ratermann, but many of our key industrial gas partners, that we're going to have touch points with them on an ongoing basis for the next years ahead. And that's going to get set up here in the coming week or two.
Yeah. And that was one of the things I'm really glad to hear it from you. And I think all the distributors are going to be thrilled to hear this from you, because it's one of the things that we are very excited about too, right? Sometimes things can kind of like get in a holding pattern and kind of get slowly sunsetted, where this is really quite the opposite. It's really the investment and really make the next future what can be. And that's what we're excited to be part of as well with Chart.
I think it's also worth noting that this was an early conversation before we ever announced that Baker Hughes was acquiring Chart Industries. The dialogue that I had directly with their CEO and chairman was, we were talking with you guys about this partnership, and we went through the articulation as to why it makes a heck of a lot of sense to do. And from day one, he and they and their entire board and executive team were aware that we were working on getting to this answer, and extremely supportive. I'd love to send the email when I said we got it done, that he sent back, and it had a bunch of smiley emojis and a fantastic. We're really excited about it. So this is true stories here, and that's I think probably the best way to articulate where the sentiment is toward this relationship.
Well, man, when you get smiling emojis, that's about as good as it gets, right?
That
smiling emojis
pretty much covers it, right?
So, it does. It does.
I think George is more a woo woo.
Yeah, I am more of a woo woo. Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to get to the emojis.
Well, that's what I said out to our folks. I had a big long woo woo. Yeah. That's great. And Gary, what are your thoughts when you think of it from the mindset of a distributor?
Yeah, I think distributors have always been in need of a supplier who can provide just-in-time service and product capabilities. And they have done a good job of allowing Chart to have additional time to get things done, mainly because of the quality we provide. But now they're going to have the opportunity to have both that quality, and they're going to get the just-in-time service, plus the communication that, look, even this podcast offers. So hearing what Chart is doing, what we're building, what we're accomplishing through your network and your communication, that is going to improve for both of us. And I'm excited to have that for us in the future.
Marie, what would be your number one thought when you're looking at it from the distributors, and what you've been hearing distributors are looking for when they're talking about service?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the road going across the country visiting customers all the time. And when I'm seeing customers, I am wanting to ask the difficult questions. So some of those questions are, what do you like about your current supplier? What could we be doing better? Those type of things. And Chart comes up, absolutely. And I have always heard that Chart is the best product that they can buy because they know that they're going to put it into the field and it's set it and forget it. They don't have to worry about anything. I think where Ratermann shines is, and Jill touched on it as well, is the service side of it. So I think immediate impact from the distributor side is potential enhancement on the service of having that touch point that's going to be getting back to you within the first hour or two that you're getting. If you don't get us live, which is rare, we're going to be getting back to you right away. And then with the strong partnership that we have with Chart and that communication channel that we have going, we'll be able to get answers out right away, along with shipments out potentially same day for next day delivery, which would be great.
Yeah. Mary, I want to ask you a question. Now, Mary, you're handling the VP of operations and processes. So really all the distribution of product in our facilities. Could you touch on that and what we're doing for the different products coming from Chart?
Yeah, it's really exciting because we're going to be distributing products from all three of our warehouses. So that's Nashville, Tennessee, Houston, Texas, and then Livermore, California. So we're really going to be, strengthen this partnership even further, being able to kind of supply anybody within, honestly, days' time.
And what will that mean to a customer? Let's say you're in Nashville or near Nashville. They could will call?
Yeah, they could absolutely will call. You can will call at all three of our locations.
Yeah, so we got will call and shipping and then also the freight costs. I think that brings some freight costs down.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. So not only will it impact, or rather positively impact a decrease in freight times, but also.
Yeah, so you get it quicker and cost less for freight. That's a pretty good thing. That's great. Gary, would you touch a little bit on the distribution and what you're seeing there with the relationship with Ratermann?
Yeah, I think one of the key points is that having multiple locations, you have the ability to provide, like you said, to all of the regions of the company in a much more efficient and cost-effective way. Chart's been kind of limited in the fact that we've only got our facility in Canton, Georgia, that is stocking any tanks, and we don't have the capability to put a lot of inventory on the ground. We've tried for years to build a stock, but it gets purchased rather rapidly, and we're back to supplying after production. What we're going to be able to do now is build and start filling trailers that will be ready to go to any of the Ratermann facilities at a moment's notice. So we should be able to maintain inventory levels at Ratermann's facilities that will allow them to provide just in time out of their inventory.
That's awesome.
That's great. And Jill, you talked earlier about alignment, and I have to so agree with you. When we look at our three claims are reliable people. We have phenomenal people in our organization. We have a long period of time people will work at Ratermann, and each year we have our awards, and we have our awards for 10 or 15, 20 years. And we're so excited about the quality of the folks we have, and they're excited about wanting to take care of customers genuinely. The fruition of actually making things, put the reliable solutions together, which is our other claim, having the reliable solutions, be able to put that together and really help customers with what we do. And then also reliable delivery and what we can do to lean in reliable delivery to make sure that happens. If I look at those things, I tie that into, Marie and Jill and Gary, what Chart has and the quality of the product and our on-time delivery of product coming into our facilities for manufacturing. And man, I just get super duper excited about that. I mean, this is going to be not only fun, it's going to be what we do, give service to customers that they're looking for. Our hours are, from ship up to 8:00 at night, East Coast time. So we get products out the same day. It's just going to be a really, I think, for all of us, a fun, a lot of work, but a lot of fun, and have a lot of fun with our distributors in the meantime as we do this.
Jill, I have a few questions for you. What has been your experience with Ratermann prior to this distributor partnership? What has that experience look like? And what are your hopes of what this will bring to distributors, or where you see this in a year, 2 years, 3 years?
So I would say to date, that's cool. I'm good with it. To date, my experience has been exceptional. And I think Gary would actually echo that for years before my experience started with you as well. And all of the reasons that George just touched on the people, number one, and the reliability, and as you said, the service side. And that's something that I think by staying focused on what you have established as the foundation and done really well at, that's served the business extraordinarily well. So that's the starting point for what I'm really excited about, is that the focus and the connection points and the position and perspective that I have, I believe many others in the market have that same view of Ratermann. And I want that. What I see here is a win-win situation, which if we can prove that this is what we expect it to be and how we've worked together over the years, and even more so over the last 6 months, I think that we can show this industry that we working together is better than trying to fight each other. And there's a way to have the partnership be a win-win, and a way to really drive success and further industrial gas as a whole.
Fantastic. Yeah, it's two strengths coming together, which is a win for everyone. And also, I just wanted to tell you from a personal note, I remember when you became CEO of Chart, and I had to double take. I was like, there is a female CEO in this industry, and you've totally inspired me in a lot of different directions. So thank you. And it's been awesome getting to know you and get to work with you.
Yeah, it's been great to get to know you too. And it's an inspiration to be in an industry where, regardless of gender, everybody's been amazing. And that, I think, is pretty rare these days. So I look forward to many more conversations, and certainly a lot more fun together.
Absolutely. Completely agree.
Well, Jill, I got to tell you, I'm so glad you could make it today. And Gary, appreciate the time you took. I think that the industry is excited about where we're going. And I think as they hear the words of the investment and what's going to be going on in Chart as far as the future, and then this distributor relationship that we have in selling the Microbulk tanks and your liquid cylinders in North America through our different distribution locations, I am telling you, we're going to have a lot of excitement out there, and our folks are out there to take care of customers. And we are so excited about the future and what we're going to be doing together. So thank you for both for making the time today.
All right, let's rock and roll.
Thank you, George and Marie, Mary. We appreciate it. And I'm looking forward to all the work we'll be putting in together.
Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Stay up to date with the latest news in the gas and welding industry by clicking on the subscribe button.
And check out one of our other videos to learn more. Find out more about Reliably Ratermann at rmiorder.com.